इसमें सिस्टम होता है कि वो अपना हाथ
सही है आवाज खोल दे
Namaste. I think still the number of the observer is being very less. So let us wait for 1 or 2 minutes more and see what is being the total number after that. At least the total member or the number which is being required to get attached with this group is being 135. But still it's being only in and around 25. Only 25 have joined. So well, I am taking this particular session on the YouTube maybe for 1 or 2 reasons. The very first reason is being that more than 100 cannot be accommodated well in that of the Google or the Cisco, and this was being one of the reason. And the other is being that whatever is being recorded today, that will be remain on the link, and those who have not attended, even they can find it whatever being the take out of the meetings. So let me introduce. I am A.C. Jha, the principal, DAV BSCB Colony Patna, and I am the district level coordinator for this Parak Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024. And I am here as a connecting link in between the observer and that of the CBSE. Let me start the meeting by there are being the 3 stages. One is being the foundational, one is being the preparatory, and other is being this the middle stage. The foundational stage is usually class 1 and 2, and that's why the examination conducted is being for class 3. The preparatory is being then the 3, 4, 5. Naturally, the examination is being taken by the students of the 6, and then the 6, 7, 8 for the middle, and so the students taking that of this particular test is being of the class 9. For the foundational stage, the languages, mathematics, and whatever the things around us, that will be asked, and there will be 45 questions, and this 45 question will be having 90 minutes. That is being the duration. For class 6, again, it is being the language, mathematics, and whatever the GK, whatever you can say the around us, there will be 51 question, and it will be of 90-minute duration. And for the middle, that is being somewhat this the class 9, it is being the language, math, social science, and the science. Out of these 4, the students will be taking only 3 examinations, only 3 subjects, and all the questions will be of multiple choice question. And in class 9, the duration will be of 120 minutes, and there will be 60 questions. One thing is being there, as far as the sets are being concerned, for class 3, the set is, there are being the 6 set, they are starting from 31 and ending up to that of the 36, say 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And mind it, for the class 3, it is being the very first number is being the 3. For class 6, it is being the 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. I meant to say, just like that of the class 3, again the class 6 is starting with this the word, that of the letter, the number, that is being the 6. And for class 9, there are being the 8 sets, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, and 98. So this is being somewhat how the examinations that is being to be conducted. As far as the OMR seat is being concerned, I think you must have seen that of this particularly the video as well as whatever the modules which I have sent earlier, so that you can be well versed and you must have an idea what you have seen exactly. As far as the OMR is concerned, for class 3, it will be somewhat filled by the student in the question booklet itself, as they are being very small children. and naturally that is to be filled by the field investigator in the OMR seat. That is to be done for this the class 3, and for the class 6 and 9 naturally the student will be filling themselves whatever the OMR. Besides this, there will be the questionnaires, that will be somewhat this the pupil questionnaire, teachers questionnaire and the school questionnaire. As far as the teacher's questionnaire is concerned, it is being the subject teacher who will be just attempting it. Say if it is being of the science or the math, then naturally that will be attempted by the science and that will the math teacher. But say if a single teacher is going to take both the subjects, then that single teacher will form, or rather will fill the science and that with the mathematics. A school questionnaire, that is to be filled by exclusively by that of this the principal. Now besides this, I am going to show you some of the slides which you can see what are being the slides which are being over here. Say the roles and responsibilities of this the NCERT and the CBSE, that is being written over here. The AT means the achievement test, PQ means pupils questionnaire, TQ means teachers questionnaire, and SQ means school questionnaire. And I think each and every thing you are aware of. Next. This is being how the structures for this the CBSE, how they are going to conduct. You must have seen they are being the regional coordinators and the board's representative. Regional coordinator is going to appoint the D.L.C and the D.L.C is going to appoint the observers, which I have already appointed. And the groups are being formed. Next. Here you have to see regarding the observer, school functionaries responsible for collection of survey material from D.L.C, CBSE and ensuring timely conduct of survey in the sample school assigned. Responsible for ensuring that survey is conducted in fair manner. Responsible for packing of survey material as per instruction and handing over to D.L.C, CBSE. The most important thing is being that one day before we are going to conduct the meeting. That means on this the 3rd December in the physical mode, not in the just the online mode, it will be the offline mode. But before that we will be holding another 2 meetings that will be through the online. Next. Achievement test, that is to be attempted by sample student, pupil questionnaire, sample students, teachers questionnaire, that is to be attempted by subject teacher of target grade, school questionnaire, that is to be attempted by school headmaster or principal. Then the OMR seats that are being inserted already in the booklets. Simply the students have to take out that of the book from the booklets as far as the OMR seat is concerned. Control seat, that is to be filled by the FI. FI stands for the field investigator under supervision of the observers. Usually the field investigators are those who are that of the working under that of this the DIET, or maybe those who are doing this the B.Ed or the M.Ed. They are being somewhat made this the field investigator. Sampling seat, that is to be used by the field investigator for the section and student sampling, to be provided by the FI, by P.R.S, NCERT under supervision of observer. Monitoring performer to be jointly by the school head and the observer, and field notes to be filled by FIs and the observer. Next. D.L.C, CNC, you are not concerned with all this. Next. Again, this is not for the concern for you. This is important part now. You are being already appointed, those whose name are in the group and those who are listening over here, they are being already the observers, and they will report at the time of the appointment and the training. Naturally today is being the training, but still the total number is being something not what is it should have been.
73.
It is being 73 only against that of the 135, so the number is being very less. And definitely the observers will take the instructions from the D.L.C and the CBSE. And the second point is the important in the sense that to the D.L.C, CBSE as per the date, time and venue on the day of survey. I meant to say on the 4th of December this examination is going to be conducted, and maybe today only we have received the list. Almost 122 schools have been there in the list, and 135 observers have been there. but the manner in which the total number of the observers which have joined today is being a very few. Naturally, I will be just making a clear in the group what about the rest. If they are not interested, they can somewhat leave it, but they have given their consent. Definitely some disciplinary action is being required, and at the same time it was being earlier reported that all the observers will join, but to my dismay what I am finding that is being the figure is being only 73 anyway. Now if the geographical condition of the area is being somewhat, say it is being far away, say it's being more than 30 kilometer, then maybe we will be asking our regional officer CBSE, Sri Anil Kapoorji, and on his advice, maybe such observers can be given one day before whatever the survey materials are. Next. You will be given the letter of appointment on that of this 3rd of December. Your main will be that you should coordinate with the district level coordinator, FI, I mean to say field instructors, and sample school authorities. You have to collect the survey material from the D.L.C CBSE, and this D.L.C CBSE is, as my school is being this the DAV BSCB. If you are not aware of, let me make it clear. It is just in the Belly Road. There is Hanuman Mandir. You will go inside. You will come inside, and at least 1.2 kilometer away from that of the Hanuman Mandir, this DAV BSCB, that is the Bihar State Electricity Board, DAV Public School BSCB colony is being there. So you will have to collect the material from there, and if it is being on the same day, it should be by 5:30, and before the assembly you have to report to the school, the sample school where you are required to, where you are supposed to visit. Then pre-survey activities. Pre-survey activities, you have to naturally on 3rd of December already I have said, on 3rd of December again you will be having this the passport size photograph which you will be fixing on the letter of the appointment, and you will be verifying the detail of the sample school you will be visiting and coordinate your activities with field investigator and D.L.C. Next. On the day of survey, ensure you receive the necessary survey material and other observation tools from the D.L.C CBSE as per schedule informed to you. Reach the assigned school before the morning assembly. Just I have discussed it. To coordinate with the head of the school and other staff. Confirm that the package for the achievement test is sealed. If the seal is broken, report it immediately to the D.L.C and note it in the field note, but continue with administrating the survey. Ensure that the survey room is properly set up, including sitting arrangement, lighting and ventilation. Verify the conditions are conducive to conducting the assessment smoothly, especially for children with special needs. Ensure that no school staff members are involved in administrating the survey. The school role is to facilitate logistics, not to conduct or influence the survey. And the last point, observe the distribution of test booklets and questionnaire. Ensure that the field investigator reads out instructions clearly and that students understand how to fill the test form. Ensure that the field investigator transfer the student's response to the OMR sheet, especially for grade 3. Again, earlier discussed, for the grade 3, naturally it will be the duty of the FI. Whatever the sort of things they have written in the booklet, let it get transferred into that of the OMR. Next. Ensure that the sample student identify as per sampling procedure, sit according to the sitting arrangements and verify their attendance. Verify that the CWSN students receive appropriate facilities such as extra time, scribe or other assistance as needed. Ensure all adaptations comply with the RPW Act 2018 guideline. Ensure that the survey is conducted strictly as per the guideline. And after the test is over, this is being the post survey, please ensure that all the test booklet and OMR sheets are collected and packed separately as per the instructions provided. Fill out and submit the monitoring pro forma accurately, noting any discrepancies or issues faced during the test administration. If any irregularities were observed during the test, ensure they are documented in the pro forma. This includes issue with the test material, disruption during the test, or non-compliance with the survey protocols. Ensure that all the OMR related to AT, PQ, TQ and SQ as well as observation tools such as control sheet, field notes of observer, field notes of FIs, monitoring pro forma are packed in single pre-printed empty OMR return bag especially provided for this purpose. All the used and unused test booklets may be packed in the same old packet in which the material was received from collection center, sealed with tape and submitted to the collection center. So you will have to make the two packet. One packet in which all the filled items will be there, say all the filled items in which the OMR return bag. Whenever you will open the school questionnaire booklet, there will be an OMR return bag, which will be quite the empty one, and it will be the tampered, and at the same time you have to drop whatever the filled OMR of the AT, PQ, TQ and SQ of all grades 3, 6 and 9, and filled control sheet, monitoring pro forma, field note for the observer and joint field note of the field investigator. These are to be made one packet. And whereas all the used and unused test booklets of AT, PQ, TQ and that of the SQ may be packed by observer and field investigator in the same old packet in which the material was received and then sealed with the transparent or this the brown tape. Next. Do for the observer, get your letter of appointment and coordinate with field investigator and D.L.C CBSE for a smooth conduction of survey, joining and participating in the WhatsApp group created by D.L.C CBSE and coordination and communication. Attend at least 3 pre-survey online meeting and 1 offline pre-survey meetings. So the next meeting will be held on 28th at roughly about at 3 p.m. and after that before 27th we will be conducting this the third meeting. As today only we have received from our honorable ROSA that we have to conduct 3 meetings before that of the date of 27th. Do not that you don't have to use. Don't submit incorrect information to D.L.C CBSE including bank details. Don't keep the survey material in open. Don't pack the content of OMR return bag and use test booklet other materials like test booklets etc. together. Next. This is regarding the field investigator. We don't have to do anything with it as far as the observers are being concerned. Now there must be a slide which is being somewhat I think is being missing from my side, but there is how the sitting pattern is to be done. How the sitting pattern is to be done. Yes. This is the selection of section via cyclic random sampling method. So it's being clearly written ki say whatever your school code is, pin code is. So here the example have given 110097. So altogether if you are going to add it, the number becomes the 9. And say if you are having the 3 sections, then from how you will select which section you have to give. Then the step 1, step 2, step 3, ultimately the step 9. And you can see the arrow for the step 9 is towards that of the section A. So maybe in the similar pattern, there can be somewhat, if there is being only one section, there is no need to do this sort of things. But if it is being more than that of the 2 sections, then according to it, this sampling, say here the number which is being taken, the pin code of your school, and in this way, you can select the section. Next. Now here, if there are more than 30 students in a sample section in a class, and you have to select only that of this 30 student, then how you will do it? There is being somewhat, again the pin code of the school is being taken into the consideration, and if it is being somewhat is the 9th. So naturally what you have to do, you say if there are being, say for example I am taking, if there are being 45 students, so then that 45 students is to be divided by 30, and if it is coming that of this the 1.2, then at somewhat the nearest integer that's being taken is being somewhat is the 2. But whenever it is being 44 and that is being divided by 30, naturally it is being less than 1.5, and there the sample interval is being taken, that is being known as to be the SI, it is to be taken as to be this the 1. And if it is being more than 75 as far as the number of the students in a sections are being concerned, it will be somewhat 3. So that is being known as to be this the sample interval. And firstly we have see that is the random survey, that is being somewhat this the 9, and if the sample interval is being 2, which is being shown over here, then naturally we will be selecting the student 9 plus 2, that is being the 11, again 11 plus 2, that will be 13, and we will be just coming in the cyclic manner in the same way. But say ki if the roll number 13 of this the particular class is being somewhat absent, then what will happen? Then you have to take the very next roll number, that means the 14. But at the same time, you will be taking the 15 if it is being present. It's not that from 14 you will be adding another 2. You will be adding from that of this the 15, that 2 in the cyclic manner, in that particular random survey. And at the same time, let me make it clear, whatever the roll number of the class and whatever the code, this the roll code which is being given over here, just for example, here say the first roll number is being somewhat this the 9, because we are just taking that of this the 9th student. So that roll code will be somewhat this the 1 for such students. In the similar manner, for 11 it will be the roll code will be 2. Then for 13 it will be somewhat 3. Like this we will be moving. Next. Now here is being written clearly for grade 3 they are being the 6th set, which I said earlier, and as you can see the test form number always is starting with this the 3. For this the grade 3, for grade 6 again the 6 sets, and that number test form number is starting with the 6. So don't get confused. So the student ID, how you will create the student ID, that is being clear to you. For example, the 9, that will be somewhat this the student ID will be 1. So in this particular manner, we will be going for this the cyclic round, and ultimately we will be taking this the 30 students of one particular class. In the similar manner, for this the class 9, please next. For the class A, for the grade 9 students, they are being the 8 sets from 91 to that of the 98. Now it is being not necessarily that you will be getting the test form number from 91, because maybe if you are going to get from even from the 93, hardly makes any difference. You please start from 93 and it will go in that manner, 93, 98, then again 91, 92. So it's not necessarily whenever you are going to open the packet, it will be starting from this 91, because they will be supplying the packet, and wherever it ends, say if the 30 students are being there and it's being 30 is being not multiple of that of this the 8, so naturally it will be ending to somewhere else where it should not start with the 91. So in that particular manner, naturally this numbering will can be starting even from this the 93 for any school, maybe for 92 or 97, like this. So you please don't worry for that. From wherever it is being started, be careful that you have to give it in that particular manner, in the sample interval manner, and whatever the random survey suggests. Now, most important thing, that the OMR sheet is to be not to be folded or mutilated by any means. That is being very important. And blue and black ballpoint pen is to be taken into the record. And there will be 2 packets, that is being the packet 1 and the packet 2. Packet 2, that will be all unused sort of the materials are to be kept in this the packet 2. This is the undertaking. They are being the different sort of the forms which you must have seen. Now you please raise your hands so that I can take your questionnaires. And if it is with me and I am right now there, and if I am knowing whatever any confusion, I will try to. And now let me make it clear, if the observers are not attending the meeting, so then maybe whatever the remuneration which is being allotted to them, I think is being 5,000, that will be deducted as per this the presence of the meeting in this the online format. This is the letter of appointment for observers which you are seeing on the screen. Next. This is the handout for the observers for one particular place. All the handouts are being kept at one particular place. Sitting arrangement, as far as one of them have asked regarding that of the sitting arrangement. Sitting arrangement is to be done in such a manner that whoever sitting besides the 2 candidates, there whatever the code, it doesn't somewhat remains the same. the code for the two students who are going to be sit together, that should not remain the same. And for the section, say here the example is being shown with that of this the 9. Say if there are being the three sections, the A, B, C, naturally we will go for the step 1, step 2, step 3, and ultimately whenever the 9th will be finishing wherever, so it will be becoming the, and say if you are going to add the total number, and if the total number is being somewhat 3 only, or maybe the 2 only, then naturally the B section would have been preferred. If the total number included is being 3, it will be the C section would have been there. Now this sitting plan is being that regarding the random survey, say the very first example, that is being somewhat is the random survey is being somewhat is the 9, and the sample interval that is being taken as to be the 2. To say just there is being one table, ready reckoner for sample interval, you please see it. If there are being 30 to 44 students, the sample interval is 1. If the 45 to 74 students, it is the sample interval is 2. And if the 75 to 104 is being somewhat is the 3. So I am sure it will remain in between that of the 1 or 2. Say if the sample interval is being only 1, then we will be going in this manner 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 like this. And if anyone is being absent, naturally it will go to that of this the very next number. And whenever the sample interval is being 2, which is being shown over here, 9 plus 2, that is being 11. Again 11 plus 2, that is being 13. Again 13 plus 2, that is being 15. Here it is being shown in that manner 2, 4, 6 like this. But whatever I am telling, that is being somewhat more convenient in comparison to this. Some of you might be getting confused why 2, 4, 6 is being written. Naturally a sample interval of 2 is being kept. That's why they are being writing it to be this the 2, 4 and 6, nothing else. So this is regarding the sitting element. I am not finding any question there in this box. And let me make it clear, which I will be giving in the soon very, that is being mandatory for all the observers to attend the meeting. Okay, then thank you. Thank you all for joining the meeting.